Bergen harbored powerful and complex feelings for Mary, but he gave no indication that he felt anything but contempt for the rest of the world. The woman said, "Turn at the next corner." Barnes braked gently. "Left or right?" "Right," she said. Well-kept 30-year-old stucco houses and bungalows, most of them California Spanish in style, lay on both sides of the street. Yellow lights glowed vaguely behind drapes that had been drawn against the chill of the damp December night. The road was much darker than the one they had left. Sodium vapor lamps stood only at the corners, and purple-black rain-pooled shadows filled the long blocks between them. After he made the turn, Barnes drove no faster than 10 miles an hour. From the woman's attitude, he gathered that the chase would end nearby. Mary sat up straight. Her voice was louder and clearer than it had been since she began to use her strange talent, her clairvoyance. "I get an impression of offense. Yes, I see it now. He's cut his hand. On a fence." Max stroked her hair. "And it's not a serious wound?" "No, just a cut. His thumb, deep, but not disabling." She raised one thin hand, forgot what she meant to do with it, let it flutter back into her lap. "But if he's bleeding from a deep cut, won't he give up tonight?" Max asked. "No," she said. "You're sure?" "He'll go on." "The bastard's killed 5 women so far," Barnes said. "Some of them fought like hell, scratched him and cut him and even tore out his hair. He doesn't give up easily." Ignoring the policeman, Max soothed his wife, caressed her face with one hand, and prompted her with another question. "What kind of fence do you see?" "Chain link," she said. "Sharp and unfinished at the top." "Is it high?" 5 feet. "What does it surround?" A yard." "Storage yard?"
"No, behind a house."
"Can you see the house?"
"Yes."
"What's it like?"
"It's a 2-story.
Stucco?"
"Yes."
"What about the roof?"
"Spanish tile."
"Any unique features?"
"I can't see."
"A veranda?"
"No."
"A courtyard, maybe?"
"No, but I see a winding tile walkway."
"Front or back?"
"Out front of the house."
"Any trees?"
"Matched magnolias on either side of the walk."
"Anything else?"
"A few small palms farther back."
Harley Barnes squinted through the rain-dappled windshield. He was searching for a pair of magnolias. Initially, he had been skeptical. In fact, he'd been certain the Bergens were frauds. He played his role in the charade because the mayor was a believer. The mayor brought them to town and insisted the police cooperate with them. Barnes had read about psychic detectives, of course, and most especially about that famous Dutch clairvoyant, Peter Herkos. But using ESP to track down a psychopathic killer, to catch him in the act, he didn't put much faith in that. Or do I? He wondered. This woman was so lovely, charming, earnest, so convincing that perhaps she'd made a believer of him. If she hasn't, he thought, why am I looking for magnolia trees? She made a sound like an animal caught in a saw-toothed trap for a long time. Not a screech of agony, but a nearly inaudible mewl. When an animal made that noise, it meant, this still hurts, but I'm resigned to it now. Many years ago, as a boy in Minnesota, Barnes had hunted and trapped. It was that same pitiful, stifled moan of the wounded prey that caused him to give up his sport. Until tonight, he had never heard precisely the same sound issue from a human being. Apparently, as she used her talent to zero in on the killer, she suffered from contact with his deranged mind. Barnes shivered. "Mary," her husband said. "What's the matter?"
"I see him at the back."